Here we go. So, hello everyone, good morning to my live action first impression more than first spring anime, and of course, we started with Isekai. We're starting with Isekai, right? The first anime, of course, that we are gonna watch is an Isekai anime. It's like, it's the time of the year when you're Isekai. Yeah, you know, Isekai is so popular. So, the anime is called YU-NO then, but not this kind of YU-NO, right? Not this, you know, smug bastard of a brother to Asta, but instead a very cute elf girl, YU-NO. Yeah. So I know about this game actually before. So this anime is based on a visual kind of no visual game, right? Released like the Sega Saturn, also PC. I actually seen the game actually many years ago. I haven't played the game myself, and a friend had a game. So yeah. So I don't know exactly. I haven't like just got straight and so on. But basically, it's an Isekai anime where the characters are moving around in several worlds. And they actually have battles and so on. I don't know how animes do that, but they were, yeah. And there is a lot of female characters. It's mainly like just the main character, right? And he's like grandpa or father, whatever. And there's a bunch of like very, you know, different. I see the Sensei, she is like, whoa, yeah. So it's a lot of like basically classic kind of harem anime in that sense, right? He's surrounded by, you know, half a dozen women, right? And it's only him. But though he's mainly trying to save this naked, cute elf girl, though. This is the story. In the trailer, they kiss each other on the beach, so that's probably gonna happen. And he's probably gonna fall in love with her, right? To be like, I have to save this girl. She is my everything. I met her for 5 minutes, and she kissed me. I will marry her now. That's probably how it is. So anyway, let's start watching it. So 3, 2, 1, and go. But here we go. First anime of the year, or sorry, spring. Kind of the year, because we need to start in. Okay, this might be hints being born here. It's a kind of crying baby. It might be time travel too, because I think this anime is a lot of like going back and forth with different dimensions. So it might also be time traveling, right? It wouldn't surprise me. Oh, oppai, nice. First thing we see is oppai, very good. Good anime. Probably small oppai though, but still though. Some tree is growing. Brazil, I think that's away, of course. Of course, remember that this company that made this anime, the game, is called Elf, right? So of course the main female heroine is an elf, right? You gotta say right there, of course, an elf. Shut the light, shut up. I don't know how this anime is. Isekai is overflowing for sure. Absolutely. There we go. Okay, the opening, well, pretty okay so far. Let's see the main character opening here. Yeah. And it's a kind of weird math thing to go between words, so that's probably YU-NO. Yeah, for female characters, more female characters. More female characters. I think it's a him and like 9 female characters. Yeah, so it is harem in that way, even though it's not super romance. But I think they are, you know, some ecchi and so on. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like let's show you like huge amount of female characters. Yeah, the whole thing is like girl main character. Yeah, there's a lot of girls in this anime, right? But yeah, I don't think the anime will get an English translation. I don't think so. So obviously I'm watching in Japanese now, yeah, with no text something. And I don't think Project YU-NO, yeah. This is the ending, I guess. Yeah, the elf girl. So saving her is gonna be the goal, I guess. For some reason, right? I'm just leaving that in now because something with English. Okay. So YU-NO, episode 1. Here's the main character, huh? Okay. Let's have it. Yeah, I forgot this TV channel. Whoa! Shiropatsu! This Sensei though. Yeah, I've seen her in the trailer. That's Sensei though. She's on Bible Black Sensei. What is this thing? It's like Kitame Sensei. What is this thing? Why is she walking around like a lingerie? Laundry. I don't know. Yeah, that's how average Sensei should be dressed. We were these Sensei when I was a kid, right? Why is she walking around in, yeah. Yes. And of course that's Well, I think the anime definitely is a lot of like ecchi moments or so on. I think so, yeah. The first thing we see like is the main character seeing her pants, so. And of course, it's one of those, yeah. This sensei is A-okay. But yeah, it starts out well there. She's obviously the best girl of the area. It's like, she's obviously the best girl. The other women who have no chance against this is getting sensei. That is clear. The other ones are nothing compared to her. Yeah. It's a kind of midnight sense. I think you get midnight sense of My Hero Academia. What is this? She walks in there like, and she's supposed to be a teacher, right? She comes in there like her, yeah, kind of doctor role, but so kind of, yeah. And the first thing we see is her, yeah, white pantsu. Quality anime. Okay, so there's one more male character, I guess, his friend here, yeah. So he has his friend too as well. Yeah, of course the main character is a massive kendo problem, right? His father's gone, yeah. This kendo thing is probably gonna come back later, right? He's like a well-trained swordsman. That's probably gonna be important later when he has to fight people and so on from other dimensions, whatever. Very likely that that's gonna be relevant for later adventures for sure. Pretty cute. This is Sundry character, I think. I think this is Sundry girl. Yeah. Well, this is a young, yeah, the also, yeah, Hime-chan. It sounds like Great Kugama too, so it's probably, it's definitely. It definitely sounds like Great Kugama. It's Queen of Sundry, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like her, tremendously much like her. I'm pretty sure it's her. And she's Sundry. So, it's like, it sounds very Sundry. Let me check out right away. I think I'm pretty correct in that. I'm probably correct, right? It's probably her. It's Queen of Sundry, right? It's definitely sound like her. Let me see if I can find it. I have this page open here if you can see the anime. So you get the old game voices. But yeah, it's her. I was like, it is Queen of Sundry, right? Kugamiya, yeah, it's definitely her, right? Yeah. Definitely her. I was taking it right away there. Yeah, her voice is so iconic, right? She's, you know, Taiga from Toradora and so on, yeah. Or like Zero from Zero Tsukima and etc. More Sundry characters. Sugar from One Piece, yeah. She's little Lully Sundras. She's always playing that little Lully Sundra, right? So here she's another Sundra. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, there's a Sundry character. And then I heard voice, oh, it's definitely Sundra. Okay, this Oji-san character, or whatever he is, Sensei, the principal, he is definitely important for the anime. This guy. He is like the I think he knows everything. He knows about the elves or whatever, I think. I mean, so far we haven't even got to like the world traveling yet in this episode, right? But I'm sure we're gonna meet this Yuno elf girl eventually in the episode. She's gonna be the trigger for the whole story, right? And this guy, I think, knows everything. It's something with, you know, he's hiding something clearly. Is her white? Okay, it's back now. Weird, I guess it was. Commentaries. Okay. There's so many female characters. I've said it in opening right before I watched the store. It's like him and like a dozen female characters. I don't know, but like this 6 or 7. It's him and like 3 or 4 senseis, right? And they're all really sexy. And then there's like a few other female students, right? And like, yeah, and the old sensei man, yeah. Yeah, she's kind of like, yeah, into his human, right? He's like surrounded by flirty senseis at least. Yeah. What am I watching? They must do cardio? Yeah, it's like a little bit. See? I say it! I was like, she looks kind of feisty. She's like, oh, I'm into you, boy, yeah. See? Another, like, horny sensei. Yeah, what's happening that way? First you see the first sensei, and she's like, oh, it's my pants. Just, you know, flashes him with her pantsuit right away, right? And then we see the next third one there, and she's all like, oh, yeah, I like you, boy. Okay, so the reporter, she's also probably, of course, one of the girls, the green hair. They all have one different hair color too. Yeah, exactly. They all have one different hair color, right? Like green and purple and orange one. Yeah, so you know there are different interesting female love interests or whatever, right? Or into his adventure because they're a classic 90s style of diversifying the characters, like one different hair color each, right? Strong hair color each, yeah. And not like brown and light brown, but like green and blue, right? Ooh, here we go. So now, here I feel it starts though, because here we go. So kind of weird item clearly. Probably his father or, you know. Here we go. Now it actually, I feel like the Isekai is starting. He's getting that, like, the key to Isekai, right? Some kind of magic item is gonna lead him to be able to time travel or dimensional travel and all of that good stuff, right? Yeah. That's a Sundry girl again. The Kugamiya, yeah. Her voice is... She only does one voice, I'm sorry, she's only one character. I know she only get the Alphonse, but yeah, she is like... 9 out of 10 times, just exactly the same character, right? Just the hot reporter again. Yeah. It's a very nice meal for him though. All of them are pretty much older than him, right? Yeah. So the other girl there. He's overplaying it. Damn it. Maybe I should have said that, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm back to another female character. A lightning storm behind him? Yeah. Ah, it hits the massive rock there, yeah. That could be her, or there could be some kind of... Just knowing that the premise is Isekai something, I think, and like the lightning thing could be something like a portal, right? To another universe, something like that, right? So that's a possible... He took a truck, okay. Someone died. Yeah, so I think it's the same Sensei, yeah. This guy could be, I think this could be an evil character. Yeah, I think it's a green-haired man. Yeah, he's like the inspector guy. I don't know. Like he knows stuff. It's clearly like a mystery Isekai, right? Yeah, like, you know, you're traveling to save the elf girl, whatever. Yeah, like that guy seemed kind of suspicious there. Like he knew more than just. Oh, next girl. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of characters. Definitely. But as a vision novel, you can focus different girls and can really talk to them and do different storylines with each character, so... Yeah. Mysterious girl. No one knows, apparently. Okay. That thing looks very suspicious. I mean, that rock thing out there is like, yeah, that's probably some kind of portal, I think, again, right? Yeah. Yeah, that thing is obviously some kind of key, right? Something like that, magical key. It's clearly gonna be the important thing to you know, travel. It's Sensei though. Why is no one actually a new student, I guess? And what is this thing? What? Perfect plan! And she's like, I guess you're taking this me, boy. I like it. No, it's a new girl. Come now. But I like how he looked more dressed than Sensei. Yeah, well, he's her character. He looks so weird. I'm sorry, right? But it's like, he looks so weird. That she goes around here with her and like, you know, yeah. Like who's... She looks like a hentai character. It's just crazy, right? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like she's walking around there in her like undies. Yeah. Oh, she's clearly. Yeah, oh yeah, they have the clubhouse pretty much right now, but they let their the group, yeah. I like that he has a friend and it's kind of like he's already with one of the girls. Yeah, so it's not just the typical like one guy, 7, 8 female characters. It's more like one guy, his friend that is there sometimes, and like 7 girls. Yeah, it's a little more like that at least. So it's like, yeah, it's good, it's good. I think it has to pretty much meet the elf girl now because it's they have to kind of trigger around episode 1, right? Oh, it's a sega saturn game maybe. It looks like a game that I played, Smurf game that I played though. I don't know. Can't remember his name, but it was very similar to a game that I played many years ago and played when Retro Nights. Oh, whatever. Okay, now it's a kind of document instead. Parallel worlds. Okay, here we go. Now it's Isekai, the guy is like parallel universes. Okay, wonder how you get there. Yeah, here we go. Now we get like a documentation on how to travel to different worlds. Yeah, no, it's straight up Isekai time. Yeah, it's like, okay, here's a pamphlet. How you do your, you know, find elf girls. Yeah. Exactly, that is that thing, of course, in the book there. Ooh, a little like testament looking leather. I'm thinking if it's his father, right? And yeah, it's like at this moment in time, then this thing will happen, yeah. Okay, he is definitely meeting the... He's gonna meet Yuno now then, yeah, definitely. Okay, someone is, I guess, aware of. Yeah, and of course that rock thing is the where she's gonna be, right? But that is like... Where the lighting was, yeah. What else would it be, right? Absurdly suspicious rock, right? Like, come on. Cool, the rock is gonna be... Okay, here we go. No shit there, I guess. The female gold, right, we call it. Yes. Elf girl! Yuno-san! Yeah. Very classic anime where the main character just finds an alien girl, right? She's an elf? I mean, the main character is just like, this is like showbiz or whatever, right? The main character walks into, you know, a super attractive elf girl, right? And she probably knows him, I think. Yes. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this was in trailer too. Yeah, she's gonna kiss him. This is what every elf girl. Yeah, if you ever meet the elf guy, just kiss her. She's gonna kiss you back. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. There's always some elf girl teaches you. Oh yeah, that's the PS, right? And now he's like, I have to find the elf universe because I have to get this elf girl. Yeah, and he's like, I lost my elf girl. Gotta get her back. She was very, very willing. Yeah. Yeah. What was that elf girl? I think he's, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I assume this guy's gonna be with enemies, right? Yeah. He's a gun at least. So, yeah, he has the gun. And of course, she's just gonna be like, you know, to beat him up. They're not that kind of character. She's gonna be a badass character, is to tie the gun from him, and sit next to him, she's gonna just be afraid, yeah. But that thing is clearly important. Obviously. Ooh. It's gonna Isekai now. Yeah. It's like, I bet instead of being shot, I'm gonna jump into the universe, right? Yeah. Exactly. Ah, there she is though. Oh, it's a kind of like a rope to kind of Shinto. Okay, so she might be the one like summoning lightning on him, potentially. Yeah, and now he's Isekai then. Yeah. So now he's getting the classic elf land. Hopefully then, meeting the elf girls, right? Look at the same place, but the time travel instead. Might have been a time travel. Because it looks like the exact same place. It's a weird box over there, so I think this anime has both time travel and... What's hope? Could it be like an alternative universe, where it's more like, you know, chrono cross kind of way? Where it's like two different universes, very similar. Still treat him the same. Yeah, there she is. Shouldn't she be like, you know, what happened to the guy with the gun? Yeah. Might be a third universe. Exactly. What did you say now? It's a time travel one, yeah. Episodes, I don't know episode, we should get soon here. Stand ending here, when episode is. But this is more like time travel now. He's traveled back in time, right? It's like one day behind. Might be like Groundhog Day anime where you keep repeating the same day then. Yeah. But I think it's gonna be different kind. I think it's both. I said earlier too, I think it's both time travel and Isekai. I think it's both, you know. Yeah. I think it's gonna travel both, you know, in different time and different universes. Well, she's not elf at least, so she's probably coming from elf, you know, dimension, right? Regardless. You can see how many episode is. It is 26 episodes, yes. 26 episodes. I don't think it's gonna be translated. Someone is probably gonna do a fan translation unless Crunchyroll picking up that. Sometimes they hide it, Crunchyroll. Kind of surprise people. They're like, oh, we're doing translation anyway, kind of. But I don't know. You can see here again how this how it ended, right? Yay! Kissing the elf girl. So yeah, let's review it. First impression. Let's keep going here. Okay, so Yuno, a girl who chants love at the bonds of the world. Clearly Isekai. I mean, if you got a pamphlet home, right, where it's like, this is how you travel 3 dimensions, boy! From his father, of course, been Isekai traveling himself, or at least Isekai, how is that? Researching or trying to Isekai, right? So, of course, it is quite trope in that sense, right? The main character gets like the Isekai key because his dad was like trying to Isekai, right? And he was like almost doing it, and then he died. He's like, here, son, I pretty much prepared Isekai travel for you, so you can just go right away and do it, yeah. I've seen many animes and games that was very similar storytelling, right? For pretty much a parent or someone else, of course, has kind of like, you know, done all the homework, so to speak, right? To be able to Isekai or whatever, or time travel and so on. It is definitely kind of like that. That being said, though, how to say it? I think the episode wasn't that good for the first episode, honestly. I felt it was. I think the problem here is that a lot of people love Shield Hero, right? And I don't say Shield is bad. I'm just saying that one reason why people love Shield Hero, and I watched a good review about that. I can do it right now. It's a very good review, I think, on Shield Hero episode 1. And he said, at a very point I remember this, it was like, Shield Hero is just assuming that you know how Isekai is, right? Because we have a lot of Isekai animes these days, right? We all know how Isekai works. And in this anime, instead, it's the reverse, right? It's more like, you know, like they kind of pretending they're the first Isekai. You see what I mean? They're pretending that no one has ever watched Isekai before. And it doesn't really give them a good, a good episode in that sense, I think. Because we know the premise. Obviously, I read the premise. Was a trailer before, right? We know it's gonna be some elf girl. We know it's gonna be that's the very typical love thing. He's gonna fall in love with the elf girl they met one day, right? Very classic, right? And we know it's gonna be time travel, probably, and also at least Isekai between worlds travel as well, right? So, because of that reason, I am waiting for the Isekai to start in a way, right? I'm sitting there waiting for when is he gonna time travel or when is he gonna, you know, travel to another dimension. What is gonna happen? And it happens eventually here after like 20 minutes, right? It happens at pretty much the last minute. And for example, in Shield Hero, spoilers, but in Shield Hero, spoilers, he travels out the way, yeah. He instantaneously travels to the other world. They're like, whatever, it's time to travel to the other world, yeah, whatever. Medieval times now, fantasy world, yeah. They don't even care about it. Like Konosuba is like, he goes to convenience store, almost gets run over by a truck, right? Travels, yeah. Like, many Isekai animes these days, they just say like, whatever, they just get to the other place. That's what is important. In this anime's defense, though, here in Yuno, I'm just saying Yuno was a long name for the anime. Here in Yuno, though, in its defense, I have to say, though, that it's not completely wrong what they're doing, because this anime here, it is more focused clearly on his current world. While it's Isekai, he's also time traveling, right? Like this episode, he has a time travel instead to, you know, the previous past of his own, you know, city, right? For his own life. So it's also important, of course, know his senseis and his like girlfriend or whatever, so right, his best friend, all that. That's more important, of course, because he's gonna like travel with them and through them, you know, in back and forth and so on as well, right? So it's of course more important in that sense. That being said, I still think it could happen a little earlier. You're kind of setting up that, oh, it's a time travel or Groundhog Day maybe for the first episode, but he almost gets shot by his sensei, right, by a gun. So he's like trying to, I guess, save his, you know, whatever mom and maybe his friends and so on, right, from this thing. Well, there was a guy that was killed, right, by the lightning, for example. as we saw there at that working, the place that they're building there. So maybe he can save that person's life, right? So I feel like a little Groundhog Day. If you see the movie, classic movie, right, where the guy is like in time, right? So it reminds me a little of like an Island from last year, where the main characters are time traveling and so on, trying to save, the lives and so on. And it had an interesting twist in that. Who was his wife? Twist, but whatever. It's a little bit like that, but it also clearly has other dimension because they have an elf girl, right? She's coming from another dimension, so it's not purely time traveling stuck in a time anime. That wouldn't make any sense. Because how the elf girl work out, right? And I don't know. I feel that they introducing a lot of the characters. That could have probably been done a little faster. I feel a little more effective. It's clearly based on a game. In the sense that it's like here it's possible to have like dialogue with all the different characters, and then you have the first event, right? That starts off your decision making. Who do you want to save? Who do you want to go out with? So on, right? Whatever. And then it's like a lot of female characters here. So we have like 2 senseis, so they're both like super flirty with him. And then I don't know if the game has like actual romance endings with the other female characters, except the elf girl, because she's clearly his like main love interest. But it feels kind of that, right? The first thing we see, right, is the Sensei coming in and it's flashing him, like straight up, right? The first thing that happens is that this, like, I don't know, Kitami kind of Sensei, right? Was around in her underwear. She shows up, shows him her pantsies, and he's like, nice, white pants today. And he's like, that's the first scene in the anime. He's like, okay, I guess definitely it's a romance horror anime because, it's ecchi at least. Yeah, and then, he jumps her, in his underwear and so on, right? So, yeah, we have that. Then this other Sensei appears. She has a very, very short screen time. But basically, she's super flirty with him. And as her, like, whispering in his ears, like, I want you, boy. Kind of like, it's like, what's happening? Yeah, so the anime is definitely also setting up a harem kind of anime. And of course, a lot of 3 for other female characters, like the reporter. And it feels that this anime definitely is from the 90s. The game is from the 90s, right? I think it feels a lot because the character design is so much like the classic old school kind of anime that's kind of European games and so on, where all the important female characters, they have very, very distinguished hairstyle, right? Yeah, like this powerful purple hair, shiny green hair. It's very much like they look exactly like a normal person would do, right? Like a reporter girl, but she has like super, yeah, like but very, very different hair colors. It's definitely the classic visual novel style where each other character doesn't look like like they would. So that each character doesn't have like a background extra hairstyle. They have to be one of the main characters, or like at least with the supporting characters. You just know right away, right? I have different hair colors like orange, blue, purple, green, very blonde, golden blonde, and so on. So it's very much like that. It's kind of funny, but I don't know. I think a problem is that because it was so late introducing how you time travel, or time travel here, but also I guess also the Isekai traveling. I wish I put more time on the senseis and the other girls and so on, because clearly that's kind of what we're going for here. But at the same time, they didn't develop, the reporter didn't develop the second flirt sensei. Her name, she wasn't developed. The Kugamiya is doing the orange hair girl, Sundra girl. She is developed in the sense that, it's the queen of Sundra. She's Sundra. So we already know her character. I didn't see the anime to know that orange hair girl is gonna be Sundra, because I see it for a second. She's like, it's you, yeah, and I heard her voice too. Okay, she's absolutely Sundra. Like this. She's maximum Sundra. I don't even have to watch more of the anime. She's gonna be Sundra all the time, right? It's because it's the Sundra queen. So that's her character. So they're probably gonna be very moe as well, right? Where each girl has different moe or one moe style for sure. That probably could be explained better, I feel, before the time travel, or do it faster, right? Because I think that, of course, it's not a very old game. It's like a 20-year-old game. Now they're doing an anime. There's a remake on the game and so on. And that feels like, I'm not saying it's actually the animated game's fault, I guess. I can't really blame them for it, but at the same time, but I think again like Konosuba, Shield Hero, or whatever and so on, where they just kind of jump into the other world, they kind of jump into time travel thing much faster. They kind of show us what is the effect here. Here are, they kind of slowly go into that. Not super interesting, but I think the problem is that not that they're going slowly, but I felt that they didn't really develop the older characters so much. It was more like, here's like massive horror, here's like 7 characters, yeah. It was more than that. They were showing like girl, like MILF, girl. Yeah, kind of like that. They were showing like, here are his 3 MILFs, so here's like 4 other female students. They all have a thing for him, kinda, or she has some kind of Latin power, which is kind into him, and then he ends up with this elf girl that kisses him right away. It's like, I love you, kind of the first moment they meet, right? Classic, like, you know, you meet this alien girl that's gonna be your wife for some reason, right? Yeah. Has all of that happening in the first episode. It feels more like I just watched like a, you know, it's a showcase of all the different female characters very, very quickly. So I don't know. I think it probably needs a few more episodes because you can, like, if you're gonna like the girls or not, right? Or it's gonna be a good, like, mainly just a big female cast. It's gonna be good, right? Because I feel like we only have seen like 2 personalities, more or less, from the female characters. So it's like the first Sensei, which is very, very, very open. Yeah, and of course, the Sundru one. The other ones, I can't say exactly what kind of cat it's supposed to be. And if I could do that, I think it would be a better episode, because then I'd be, well, okay, they didn't use any kind of time travel or whatever yet, but I get to learn all the characters, right? Now I feel like, okay, I've seen all the characters, and I barely got to see time travel. And just seeing how all the character looks, I can see that from like the whatever, you know, from like the imagery, from the models, from the art and so on. So, I don't know, a little iffy. It definitely feels like it's an old thing. Definitely feels that, and definitely feels like it's based on a game, because it's very, very clear in this setup that it's like most visual novel games where it's like, here's all the, you know, dozen of female characters you could marry, who you want to marry. So it's showing you all like very vivid glimpse of each character, right? And then it's like, pick your own, you know, lady to try to date and so on. It definitely has that setting for it, by far, right? Even though, you know, the elf girl seems to be kind of the main storyline thing. You can still enough with other girls, I guess, right? In a way. But it definitely has that starting. And, I don't know. As an anime, might not work out so well. We'll see next week. I would guess next week he's gonna try to save. Of course, stop the gun with Yenli and his mom and so on. But he's probably gonna try to save to get it died from lightning. Be my guess. Because it's a very clear scene there. We saw a guy dead. There was like this burned feet, right? So he's probably gonna try to prevent that. That's my hope, at least. He's gonna try to use his time travel, right, to save people's life and so on. And after that, he's gonna try to, of course, you know, stop the gun thing and so on. Probably. Very likely. But and my last guess would be that the reason why Yuno, the elf girl, kissed him, right? And it's like, oh yeah, I love you, kinda, in that kind of weird, you know, super smiling, crying, and so on. At the same time, I think that's what she already knows him, right? There is definitely some kind of, you know, time travel shenanigan, not just. I mean, they're both moving in the universe like this, right? And like this, right? so they definitely something that she probably already knows him, or that, you know, she was dating his father, he looks like his dad. It's gonna be something like that. And it would expect if his mom actually knows everything and she's pretending to not know it, because, you know, I would hope this thing, that would be awesome. If his mom is actually also Isekai character, he's actually from another universe, that'd be cool. If his dad is like, you know, his dad kind of, you know, discovered how to do, you know, Isekai, right? So if he met his mom in another universe, it would be, he's like half something. That would be a nice, not overly big twist of him. I could like that if he's actually, you know, he's half elf or whatever, right? Yeah, why not, right? His dad is the guy that first probably did the jumps, right? So maybe. But it's probably something that at least. She, I think, definitely probably already has known him, right? So he's probably already in love with him when they meet on the beach. And she's like, oh yeah, my love, yeah, kind of, right? I think that's how it is. Probably. Or it's that she knows that his time travel, but she's not unaffected by it. Something like that. It's like a mix of mystery. Well, we'll see where it goes. I'm probably gonna watch at least one more episode, especially for the White Panther Sensei. Gonna watch one of her at least. And yeah, so tomorrow then, the Shabbat and like what's all right. Tomorrow we have Shield Hero, so more Isekai, and next week we have Isekai Quartet. I look forward to that a lot, right? With Aqua and so on. And there's some more Isekai coming too. I think it's like 4, at least. I think it's like at least 4 more Isekais this season. Probably, I think like 6 Isekai. Because the modern games Isekai, they are very, very low in popularity. They probably no one watch. I probably won't care about either because they don't look very good at all. And but I probably watch at least 3 Isekai this season. My God, Isekai every season. But yeah, Shield Hero tomorrow with hopefully a new opening. I think that's going to be either tomorrow or next week. So that's going to be very, very exciting. I'd love to do opening, reaction, and such and so on. That's going to be really cool. I think Melty is going to be very, very much showcased in the next opening. And maybe even more, you know, party members for Shield Hero, right? So anyway, hope to see you guys in the Shield Hero video tomorrow. Have a good day, guys, and I'll see you.